I caught a few small fish on the deserted islandy, but dared not eat any of them. I crushed all the fish into mincy, then tossed them into the sea as baits. I grabbed a sharpened stick and waited for prey to appear. Soon a shark followed the scent of fishy. I didn't take it as foodsy. Instead, I waited until deep into the nightia. I hung the shark from a tree with rope as baitsity, then hid in a sand pitsy, awaiting larger prey-sy, because last night as I prepared to sleep, I suddenly heard strange noises, so I fired a signal flare sitsy. Unexpectedly, the next second, I glimpsed a humanoid monster on the sea surface. To verify if that humanoid monster was an illusion, I hung the shark from the tree as bait for testings, then tossed them into its array because last night as I prepared to sleep. The next morning, the shark on the rope had vanished. I realized the humanoid monster was real. To escape this place, I dumped the outfits from my suitcase onto the ground, stuffed a life jacket inside, and fashioned a makeshift survival pack. But when I tried to leave the deserted island, I underestimated my own weight. The pack couldn't bear my bulk. With no choice, I temporarily abandoned my escape plan. As night fell, I hurriedly crawled into a hollow tree to avoid detection by the monster. I thought hiding inside would keep me safe. Unexpectedly, during the night, a series of growls echoed from all around. Then the entire hollow tree began shaking violently. I held my breath, daring not to make a sound. Fortunately, the growls soon faded away. I finally made it through the night. Realizing the monster's terror, I swiftly whittled a sturdy wooden stick to defend myself at night. But then, I suddenly spotted a corpse drifting nearby. It was my companion who had died not long ago. Strangely, his lower half was gone. The wounds revealed it was the monster's doing. To get a clear look at the creature, I hung my companion's body from a tree and hid in a sand pit to observe quietly. Unexpectedly, as night fell, the humanoid monster truly appeared. It dragged the corpse down from the tree. Just as I was still reeling from the shock of this scene, the monster vanished inexplicably. Before I could react, I instantly covered my mouth in fright. That's how I narrowly avoided detection. By the next day, I resolved not to wait passively for death. I found a scrap of cloth and built a resting place in the tree. I thought leaving the ground would keep me safe, but what I hadn't anticipated was that the monster wasn't just sensitive to sound, its sense of smell was also extraordinary. It quickly detected me hiding in the tree and immediately launched its attack. I fled desperately, but the monster showed no intention of letting me go. In an instant, it leapt before Meg and flung me aside with a single swipe. Fortunately, the monster had been stabbed by me earlier, and finally, fearing the pain, it slunk away. Seizing the chance, I scrambled back up the tree and spent the long night in panic. Come morning, I began tending to the wounds from the night before, yet in a moment of carelessness, I suddenly saw something terrifying.